Good afternoon, Delaware County, and welcome to Game 5 of the Delco League Semifinals here at Devon Prep. Brendan Ricciardi with you. Thank you so much for tuning in today as we have a great one here. Wayne taking on Ridley for the right to head to the Delco League Finals to take on Upper Darby. We'll tell you a little bit about how we got here. We started off Game 1 back last Sunday. Ridley won that one 4-0 to get going, and Ridley had the opportunity to go up 2-0 on the road, but Wayne was able to take Game 2 to tie up the series. The series then headed over to Ridley, and on Game 3, Ridley won a slugfest 8-5. Tom Carey had a pinch hit 2-run triple and a bases-clearing 3-run double from Jeremy Stranix. Gave Ridley that win, and then Game 4, Ridley had the opportunity to close out at home, but Wayne did not go down without a fight. They won that one 3-1. Great pitching performance by Gavin Glass, and here we are, Game 5, live from Devon Prep. We'll get you the lineup and first pitch coming back in just a second here. You are listening to the Delco League on the Delco League YouTube. Back here, pregame, Ridley and Wayne will get you the starting lineup here for the visiting Ridley Black Sox. Leading off in center field, Ryan Cassidy. Jimmy Boyle, the second baseman, will bat second. Batting third, the shortstop, Jeremy Stranix. Lucian Berger, your cleanup hitter, he'll be out in left field. Tom Carey getting the start today, designated hitter, he'll bat fifth. Ryan McGee over at first base will bat sixth. Owen Click in right field will bat seventh. Sam Sturman at third base will bat eighth. And Danny Zikowitz, the catcher, will round out the lineup with Aiden Calagona starting on the mound. We'll tell you more about him in the bottom of the first. But for now, we'll tell you about Austin Havertine. He'll be starting this game here for Wayne in 28 2/3 innings this season. He struck out 46 compared to just 11 walks with a 1.71 ERA. He did start Game 1, and Ridley got him. 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and 5 strikeouts. They put all 4 runs in the 4th inning to knock him out of that game. We'll see if he's able to rebound here with the season on the line for Wayne. Starting lineups for Wayne. Leading off the shortstop, Cole Lombardo, and left field, Ben Milligan will bat second. Batting third, the third baseman, Elliot Dix. Stephen Wells, the cleanup hitter, will be over at first base. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Danny Braslow. Matt Kane behind the plate will bat sixth. Batting seventh, making his postseason debut at the plate, Tommy Bradley. And batting eighth, the center fielder, Christian Barnes. And rounding out the lineup, twin brother of Austin Havertine, Blake Havertine, will be out and right. And there's a couple familiar faces not in the lineup today for Wayne. A couple on vacation, a couple at the Morgan Wallen concert, a couple at Phillies and Orioles. So Wayne's going to have to try and piece this thing together today. But any time that Austin Havertine is on the mound, they feel confident they're going to have a good chance to win. And it looks like we are just about ready. 3 o'clock here at Devon Prep to get this thing going. Ryan Cassidy will lead things off. He's 2 for 12 in the series. He does have 3 walks, so although the bat hasn't quite heated up yet, he has done a good job at getting on base. And first pitch, an off-speed pitch in there for a strike, and we are underway. Once again, thank you, everyone, for joining us. Brendan Ricciardi, I'll be with you here for this one. Also, Monday night starting at O'Hara for the Delco League Finals. That one catches the inside corner perfectly to Havertine, and the Upper Darby Blue Sox took down Aston Valley 3-1 in the other semifinal, so they will await the winner of today's game. 0-2 pitch here to Ryan Cassidy. That one's going to be punched over to the left side, and a diving play by Elliot Dix will fire over to first, but not in time. It gets away. Ryan Cassidy will have to stay at first, but it's a leadoff infield single here for Ryan Cassidy, and we are underway. Jimmy Boyle, the second baseman, will bat second. He's 2 for 10 with a double and a triple in this series. A little bit more well-known for his contributions on the mound the last couple years for Haverford High School, but he's been swinging a good bat both at the high school level and in the Delco League this summer. Ryan Cassidy's going to take off on the first pitch. Matt Cain's going to fire it to second. He is safe. Ryan Cassidy gets himself into scoring position. Took my eye off that. Not sure if that was a ball or strike on the pitch. Was a strike on the pitch. Runner in scoring position already here for Jimmy Boyle. Boyle's going to chop that one over to third base. Elliot Dix fields on it, hop, fires over to first. for out number 1. Good job by Dix to stare down the runner and make sure he did not advance. Jeremy Strandik's the batter here. He's had a good series, 4 for 13 with a walk. Had a huge 3-run double in that big 4th inning in Game 3 for Ridley. When they trailed 4-2, they scored 6 runs, and went up 8-4. Havertine paints the outside corner to get this at bat going. It'll be Strandik's, Lucienberger, and Tom Carey getting his second start of the series. That one misses just away. Havertine, usually known for pounding the zone, was a little wild in Game 1, so hoping to try and find the zone a little bit more, trust the defense behind him. Although the team looks a little bit different than it has, it's a pretty routine infield here with Stephen Wells, Danny Brazel, Cole Lombardo, and Elliot Dix, who's mostly been the DH, but has played a lot of infield during the season. That one's going to be a swing and a miss. Wayne without regulars Drew Van Horn, Aiden Fry, Bennett Cox, Chris Schaller, all out today. Jake McDonough, also a regular off the bench. He is not here. His pitch, and Strandik spoils that one. Jeremy Strandik's played his high school baseball over at Ridley, now at DeSales University. Had a great at-bat at the end of Game 4, 10-pitch at-bat. That one's going to hang up with Tommy Bradley. That Bradley ended up getting the strikeout to end Game 4 and send us here to Game 5. Ryan Cassidy still leads off second base. 2-2 pitch coming to Strandix. That one is spoiled. Now for Wayne, they're probably going to let Austin Havertine go as long as he can. We see Brian Henry in the dugout. He could be in relief as well. Not too many arms here. Tommy Bradley did throw on Thursday in relief, so we'll see if he's available in relief as well. Two coming to Strandix. That one's going to be chopped foul on the third base line. It's a hot one here at Devon Prep. It's a turf field as well, so it feels even hotter out there. Otherwise, a nice day. Two pitch coming to Strandix. That one's going to hang just a bit upstairs. And another good at bat here from Jeremy Strandix. Open base over at first. Lucienberger on deck. Ridley has never made the Delco League Finals, hoping to change that today. Meanwhile, Wayne don't have the exact number of finals appearances, but they're looking for championship number 20 since they came in the league in 1986. Full count to Strandix. It gets under that one. That one's fouled behind the plate. Another long battle here with Jeremy Strandix at the plate. Good speed in Ryan Cassidy on second base. A base hit could give Ridley the early lead. Full count once again. Swing and a miss. He got it. Blows him away upstairs for out number 2. Lucienberger steps in. 2024 Marple Newtown grad. Was a member of the district championship Tiger team. Spent a year at Fairfield, battled some injuries both in that senior year at Marple and also freshman year at Fairfield. He finished up a great season at Lebanon Valley, along with fellow Black Sox John Tien. 5 for 10 in the series with 2 walks so far. Takes that one just a bit inside. Nice to see Berger out here fully healthy. He injured both shoulders during that Marple Newtown District Championship run. He was playing through injury with one shoulder, and he injured the other one. I believe he needed surgery on both, at least one. He tries to check his swing. Yes, he did go. Ridley would love to get Ryan Cassidy in here and strike first early in this one. While the Black Sox in the last couple years have struggled, this is a whole new group. A lot of youth from the Haverford High School and Ridley, Garnet Valley teams. Pitch to Berger. That one's just a bit outside. Young guys, Jimmy Boyle, Owen Click, Sam Sturman. Shane Durkin is on vacation in Ireland for the rest of the playoffs, but he was a big part of this team getting here behind the plate. Ryan McGee from Garnet Valley. Ryan Cassidy was on Haverford, graduated the year before. That one's going to be chopped foul. But it felt like it brought some winning culture here. Haverford High School in the Central League has gone 31-1 over the last 2 years. So these guys have played a lot of big games. They've won a lot of games and have kind of brought that here. Of course, the pitcher-catcher duo here for the Black Sox both come from Westchester East. So a little non-Delco battery today. Pitch to Berger. That one's going to be hitting the left center field gap, and that one's going to be slicing the gap, and that'll be a base hit. Lucian Berger stays red hot. He will stroll into second base and hold there, and the Black Sox lead it early 1-0. Great piece of hitting there by Lucian Berger. He is now 6 for 11 in the series. And Ridley's still in business here with a runner on second and 2 outs. And Lucian Berger has really been the heartbeat of this lineup all year. He had a couple of big 2-out hits, including in Game 3. After Stephen Wells hit a 3-run homer in the top of the first, Lucian Berger's 2-run single kind of calmed down the Ridley side, and Tom Carey steps in. Carey 2 for 5 in the series, usually a pinch hitter. He takes that one for a strike. Carey, the head coach over at Ridley High School, so he goes against coaching, or goes from coaching a bunch of these guys and coaching against these guys like Havertine and all the Haverford players to now playing with them and playing against them. That one perfectly painted. Can't put it in a much better spot than Havertine just did right there. Havertine quickly ahead, 0-2. Tom Carey, a Haverford High School alum himself, played his college baseball over at Ursinus. Pitch swing and a miss. He got him. Havertine records the third out, but not before Lucian Berger puts Ridley ahead with an RBI double. We'll head to the bottom of the first here at Devon Prep and we'll let you know what things are looking like here for Wayne. Aiden Calagonis gets the start today for the Black Sox. This season so far for the Black Sox, he's came in from Westchester East. He'll be heading to Penn State Harrisburg to continue his baseball career in 21 1/3 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, just 5 walks, and a 1.97 ERA. In Game 2 against Drexel Hill, he threw a complete game with just 2 earned runs and 4 strikeouts. He did face Wayne back on July 11th. He threw 4 innings with 2 earned runs. Tell you the starting lineup in a second, but getting started with Cole Lombardo, who is 5 for 15 in the series so far. First pitch to Lombardo, that one's in there for a strike. It'll be Cole Lombardo, Ben Milligan, Elliott Dix, Stephen Wells, Danny Braslow, Matt Kane, Tommy Bradley, Christian Barnes, and Blake Havertine. Cole Lombardo just graduated from Garnet Valley. Takes that one upstairs. He'll be heading to St. Bonnie's up in New York in a couple weeks here. As mentioned, a very Delco team over at Ridley, but the pitcher-catcher combo of Calagonis and Danny Zikowitz, both from Westchester East. Lombardo takes an off-speed pitch. That one's in there for a strike. And Calagonis ahead 1-2. 1-2 pitch, a slider. Lombardo checks his swing. Some good break on that one. Looks like Calagonis has both the 12-6 and the slider. 2-2 pitch coming. Lombardo crushes that one. That will be tailing foul. Lombardo's had a couple of long foul balls in this series. Devon Prep 361 directly down the left field line. One of the further high school fields you'll see. Here's that one's going to be punched over to second base and fielded cleanly by Jimmy Boyle for out number 1. Ben Milligan, the batter here, 5 for 11 in the series so far. Chops that first pitch foul. Milligan played his high school baseball at Strathaven, now at Dickinson. Big swing and a miss at that 0-1 pitch. Oh-2 pitch coming, that one away. Ben Milligan, one of many Milligan brothers to have played at Strathaven. Sam had a great career there, now playing football at Bucknell. Great wide receiver over there. Zach Milligan was first team All-Delco this year, and he's heading into his senior year. Pitch, Milligan's going to punch that one up the middle. That one will be down for a base hit. First base hit of the game here for Wayne. Ben Milligan takes one the other way, now 6 for 12 in the series. Elliot Dix, the batter here, 2 for 10 in the series. He's a New Jersey native, was recruited to this team by Alden Mathis, who has hung up the spikes since then, but Dix has still been a big part of this team. Dix spent a couple years at Longwood University before transferring over to University of North Carolina to finish up, so he brings some good pedigree. Dix is going to check his swing. He's not going to go, and no one just misses a bit inside. That one almost clips Dix, but just misses a bit inside. Five-game series. Both of these teams certainly dealing with some lack of depth in the arms as Calagonis paints the outside corner to get himself back in the count. Two-one pitch coming. Ben Milligan takes off. Dix is going to smack that one down the line. That'll be a base hit. Ben Milligan flying around second. He will be held at third. Elliot Dix almost picked off rounding first base, but he's able to get back, and it is first and third for Wayne here with Stephen Wells heading to the plate. Stephen Wells, one of the better power hitters that the Delco League has seen over the past decade. Former league MVP, hit 12 home runs back in 2021 with Wayne in his first year here, before the fences were moved back, but I'm sure a lot of them got out. He had a 3-run homer back in Game 3, but it's just 2 for 15 in the series. He's dealing with tendonitis in his knee, but playing through it. Big swing at the first pitch. Nothing doing. We'll see if Dix takes off here at all. Oh, one pitch to Wells. He's going to chop that one off his foot. Quickly down 0-2. If you're Wayne here, got to at least get this one run in here any way possible. Ben Milligan on third base. Elliott Dix over at first. Throw over to first. Took Ryan McGee off the base a little bit, but able to hang in there. Be Stephen Wells, Danny Braslow, Matt Cain, 4, 5, 6 up here for Wayne. Still just one out in the inning. Looked like a changeup, missed up and away. Good job here from Wayne, just trying to get the pitch count up a little bit. No, both teams are hurting for arms. Pitch to Wells, swing and a miss. He got him. A huge strikeout for Aiden Calagonis for out number 2. It'll be up to Danny Braslow to try and keep this inning alive. I'd be surprised not to see Elliott Dix in motion at some point in this at-bat. Danny Braslow just 1 for 12 in this series, but he was one of Wayne's best hitters all season long, and they would love for him to break out of this slump right here. First pitch to Braslow, and also pitching the turf. Braslow just graduated from Shipley. He'll be heading to Quinnipiac, Division I program up in Connecticut in a couple weeks. Pitch down was way upstairs. Should Braslow get on here? Matt Cain has had some really good at-bats this series. No sign of movement yet from Dix over at first. Braslow's going to take that one to the turf. Quickly ahead 3-0. Have to think if they try to get the pitch count up, he'll be getting the take sign here, but we'll see. .30 pitch, that will get away. Ben Milligan is going to, originally looked like he was going to take off, but he decided to hold, and the bases will be loaded here for Matt Cain. Would have been pretty close had Milligan fully took off, but if you don't get your first jump, if you hesitate at all, you don't want to risk getting thrown out there. And Matt Cain 3 for 8 with 4 walks in this series, so he's been getting on base at a high clip, and the team has all the confidence in the world in him. Big opportunity here for Wayne. They've already got the pitch count up, but they still have nothing to show for it just yet. Calagonis going to step off for a second. First pitch here to Cain in the turf. That's now 5 in a row. Have to think maybe Cain will be waiting to see one. Pitch, that one's going to catch the upper inside part of the corner of the plate. Calagonis already up to 25 pitches here. This will be the 25th. Pitch, that one's going to be a miss just a bit inside. Austin Havertine threw 23 in the first inning, so both teams with a little early heavy workload. One pitch, Cain puts a charge into that one into right field, but looks like it's going to be playable out there for out number 3 by Owen Click, and Calagonis got himself into a little bit of trouble, but Wayne stranded the bases loaded. We'll head to the top of the second here at Devon Prep with the Black Sox leading 1-0. Back here for the top of the second inning, Brendan Ricciardi here with you. Ryan McGee will lead things off for Garnet Valley. To be Ryan McGee, Owen Click, Sam Sturman, and Danny Zikowitz. Ryan McGee 2 for 9 in the series so far. Be heading to Holy Family University in Northeast Philadelphia in just a couple weeks. We're going as a two-way player. First pitch, he swings and fouls that one down the left field side. McGee been one of the better high school players in Delco the last 2 years over at Garnet Valley, both on the mound and at the plate. Led Delco in innings pitched this year, but we've not seen him on the mound too much in the playoffs as he takes that one on the inside corner. Haverty not afraid to try and challenge you on the inner part of the plate. That was going to be fouled back. Haverty tries to climb the ladder, and McGee able to fight it off. McGee had a walk-off single back in Game 1 against Drexel Hill in the first round. That one tries to once again challenge him upstairs. Pitch that one goes just a bit away. Havertine again misses upstairs, and that'll even things up. Full count here coming to Ryan McGee. 3-2 pitch. He once again fouls it back. A lot of long at-bats here early. Full count pitch and a call to strike three. Perfect backdoor slider for out number one. Third strikeout of the day here for Havertine. Great at bat there from McGee. Not much you can do about that one. That'll bring in Owen Click. Just graduated from Haverford. He'll be heading to Ursinus just a few weeks here. First pitch, he's going to swing and foul that one. A lot of first pitch swinging here against Havertine. Click just 0 for 2 in the series so far. No Jason Hankins here today for the Black Sox. Havertine goes after him, challenges him, and quickly ahead 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch coming to Click. Fouls it back. Havertine's been getting ahead of a lot of these hitters early. Another 0-2 pitch. Puts a good charge into that one to center field. Christian Barnes is going to have to head very far back, and he makes that catch just in front of the 391 sign. That was a bomb off the bat of Owen Click, but a very, very deep field here at Devon Prep. Sam Sturman will step in, 3 for 12 in the series. Had some big hits, though. Had a big RBI single in the rally in Game 3. Had 2 hits in Game 1. That one misses low. With Danny Zikowitz up next and back to the top of the order. Another one in the turf here, and Sturman's got himself ahead 2-0. Sam Sturman swings at a high 2-0 pitch, but Danny Brasdell has that one. Fires over to first, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Austin Havertine. Will head to the bottom of the second here at Devon Prep. Ridley still leading this one, 1-0. Back here for the bottom of the second at Devon Prep, it'll be 7-8-9 in the order for Wayne. Tommy Bradley, Christian Barnes, and Blake Havertine, who have a combined 2 at-bats in the series so far. Bradley has not hit too much this year, along with Havertine, but as mentioned earlier, Wayne a little bit short-handed here today in Game 5. Bradley is 2 for 8 on the season. His last at-bat was June 20th. As we sit here on August 1st, we'll see what Bradley has in store. He pitched in Game 4 in relief. First pitch, that one looked like it clipped him. I believe that hit him in the shoulder. Well, Bradley able to find his way on base, and we'll see a little bit later what his swings look like, but for now he's able to get on base. It was faint, but I definitely heard a clip. I'm sitting right where our camera is set up here. I'm bringing Christian Barnes. He's 0 for 2 in the series so far. First pitch to Barnes is going to be low and away. Barnes, a recent North Penn graduate, was a member of the Knights team that made it to the state championship before falling to Cedar Crest last year. Or Cedar Cliff. One of the two. I think Cedar. I'll go Cedar Cliff. We'll be heading to LaSalle University in just a few weeks here. He's going to inside that one, and that's going to be in to right center field. Tommy Bradley flying around second. He's going to head to third. And Wayne is in business here in the bottom of the second with a first and third situation coming up here for Blake Havertine. Was, in fact, Cedar Cliff, just to end that tangent there. But Blake Havertine will step to the plate. He's playing right field today. Just graduated from Radnor. He'll be heading to Franklin and Marshall. He's just a pitcher, but doing what the team needs today. He did start Game 3, throw over to first. Havertine has just 7 plate appearances this season for Wayne. He's 1 for 7. Has not hit in a game. He did play a couple games late in July, so July 18th and July 17th to get some eligibility. He did hit for Radnor this season, so he's not a complete stranger in the box. First pitch to Havertine is going to be upstairs. See if Christian Barnes is going to take off for second here. He's got good speed. Tommy Bradley hanging over at third. It's a fairly big backstop with netting here. Pitch. Havertine's going to line that one up the middle, and that one's going to be down for a base hit. Just as we expected, Blake Havertine now with more, I should say the same amount of playoff hits as he had regular season hits. And Wayne has tied this game up here in the bottom of the second. Well, 2 guys who have not had a playoff at bat yet, Tommy Bradley and Blake Havertine, both reaching base, and they turn things over here for the top of the order. Hit by pitch and back-to-back singles here. First and second, nobody out for the top of the order, Cole Lombardo. Lombardo's going to square to bunt. He's going to leave that one upstairs, and runners are going to take off the throw over to Christian Barnes. He is out at third base. Danny Zikowitz read that one, was able to pick that one up quickly and fire it over. It looks like Christian Barnes read that one thinking it got away. Could potentially be costly here, but Blake Havertine still in scoring position. Ruins the momentum a little bit for Wayne, but they still got one back and have a runner on second with 1 out. Cole Lombardo 5 for 16 in the series. Nice off-speed pitch in there for a strike. One pitch. That one is going to hang just a bit upstairs. It'll be Cole Lombardo, Ben Milligan, and Elliott Dix due up here, top of the order for Wayne. Solid speed at second base for Havertine. Lombardo fouls that one back. I probably could have caught that one, but I'm pretty comfortable. 2-2 pitch here. Not really able to see much of the Ridley side. If there's a bullpen, I can see Wayne's from this angle. Pitch from Lombardo and a called strike 3. Paints the outside corner for the second out of the inning. Second strikeout of the day for Calagonis, and that'll bring in Ben Milligan, trying to keep this inning alive. Certainly can't in any way say this inning would be a failure for Wayne. But with that being said, they still had first and second no outs after scoring, and if they don't score another one, they'll think about that for a little bit. But most importantly, game tied up here. Ben Milligan 6 for 12 in the series. Big swing and a miss to get this at bat started. He singled back in the second inning. Wasn't a start at the beginning of the series, but has worked his way in. Off-speed pitch just misses a bit upstairs. It was close. Looked like it might have dipped down at the last second, but hangs just a bit up. 1-1 here with Elliott Dix waiting on deck. Milligan takes that one up and in. Ben Milligan, Strathaven grad, heading into his second year at Dickinson. Got a little bit of solid playing time as a freshman, but we'll look to build off that next year. That one's going to be way upstairs, and staying at second base is Blake Havertine. I don't think they wanted a repeat of what happened there with Christian Barnes earlier in the inning. For just tuning in, Lucian Berger's RBI double gave Ridley the lead in the top of the first, and now tied back up Blake Havertine RBI single. Ben Milligan's going to take a 3-1 off-speed pitch on the outside corner, and good pitch, good take. Do it all again at 3-2. Pitch to Milligan. He punches that one into right field. That'll be a base hit. Blake Havertine is getting waved home. The throw from Owen Click to the plate, and Havertine's got himself in a bit of a rundown. The throw back, he is out at third. Havertine was speeding around the bases, got himself into a rundown, and Ridley is able to get the final out of the inning at third, but they are able to get one back on an RBI single by Havertine. We'll head to the top of the third here at Devon Prep, and we are all tied up at 1. We Danny Zikowitz, and back to the top of the order here for the Ridley Black Sox. Brendan Ricciardi here with you, heading to the top of the third here in Delco League Semifinals. Game 5 between Ridley and Wayne. The winner will take on Upper Darby in the finals. Games 1 and 2 will take place Monday and Tuesday at O'Hara. Off day Wednesday. Games 3 and 4 will be Thursday and Friday, either here at Devon Prep or over at Ridley High School. And a Game 5 would be on Sunday, of course, barring any weather. I see Luke Zimmerman has just arrived in the Wayne dugout, the Game 2 starter for Wayne back last Monday, so it looks like he could be ready in relief if needed. First pitch here to Danny Zikowitz is going to be up and away. Zikowitz, recent Westchester East graduate, along with our pitcher, Aiden Calagonis. Zikowitz will take that one. Looks like it's a bit down. Zikowitz will be heading to Lycoming to continue his college baseball career in just a couple weeks here. And For anyone that's been out of touch in the last couple years in the Delco League, what used to be more of an adult and late college league has really turned younger. A lot of rising freshmen in college, a lot of college active players, as that one's in the turf. Still have your adults on the team. Stephen Wells over at first, Elliot Dix over at third, Tom Carey, of course, the coach of Ridley. But for the most part, it's gotten to be a college and high school league. I play in the 25 and up MSBL league. That's where a lot of the former Delco League players have kind of moved over to because we don't want to face 90 anymore. Pitch 3-1. That one misses just a bit inside. It'll be a leadoff walk here. Great at bat by Zikowitz out of the 9 spot to get this inning started. Back to the top of the order here for Ryan Cassidy. He led this game off with a single. He'll call time, and we'll get a courtesy runner here. John Tian coming in to run the bases here for the Black Sox. One of many Ridley alums on this team. Ryan Cassidy, 3 for 13 with 3 walks in the series. Throw over, nothing doing. First pitch, Cassidy puts a charge into that one to center field, but right to Christian Barnes for out number 1. Good swing there by Cassidy. Jimmy Boyle, the batter here. Grounded out to grounded out to third his first time up. 2 for 11 in the series. Paints the outside corner. You could make an argument that these two right here were the 2 best pitchers in Delaware County high school baseball over the last 2, even 3 years. That one in the turf. Havertine, the Delco Baseball Player of the Year in 2025, and the Cy Young winner in 2026. Jimmy Boyle, the Player of the Year. And Havertine, back-to-back Cy Young winner. Both guys had over 250 strikeouts in their high school career. I believe Havertine might hit 300. As that one's in the turf. Boyle will be heading to Thomas Jefferson to continue his baseball career, I believe just as a pitcher. I know at least as a pitcher. Who knows? Maybe he'll bring his bat and sees what happens. He had a nice season at the plate for Haverford as well. Pitch to Boyle. That one's right at the knees for a strike, and it's evened up at 2-2 with Jeremy Strandix, Lucian Berger, and Tom Carey waiting on deck. A lot of high nerves here. Game 5. Win or go home. Pitch to Boyle and a called strike 3. Perfectly painted. Right at the knees on the outside corner for out number 2. Boyle doesn't agree. That one looked as good of a pitcher's pitch, and I'll tell you what, Boyle, if he was on the mound for that one, he would want that one. 4th strikeout of the day for Havertine. That one's going to be fouled. Jeremy Strandix, once again, has had a good series. 4 for 14 with a walk. He had a 3-run double back in that 6-run 4th inning against Wayne in Game 3. They were trailing 4-2, and that put them up 8-4. That one misses just a bit outside. Ridley won Game 1. Wayne tied it up. Ridley won Game 3. Wayne tied it up. Wayne has not led in this series, but has the chance to win it. Runner taking off his Tien. Off-speed pitch. Matt Cain's going to fire. That one's going to be, gets away from him a little bit. Tien looked like he was going to take off, but he slipped a little bit. Perhaps on a dirt field, he might be standing on third, but either way, runner in scoring position here for Strandix. The always dangerous Lucian Berger waiting on deck. He already has an RBI double today. Left-handed bat, you know they're going to try and go after Strandix here. Pitch to Strandix. He chops that one over to second base. Danny Braslow fields it cleanly, fires over to first for out number 3. A second consecutive scoreless inning here for Austin Havertine. John Tien stranded at second. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd here at Devon Prep. We are locked up at 1. Back here for the bottom of the third will be Elliot Dix, Stephen Wells, and Danny Braslow getting things started here for Wayne. 3-4-5. Wayne's got a ton of traffic on the bases, but just one run to show for it. They stranded the bases loaded in the first. They had first and second with no outs in the second. Only one run to show for it so far. Elliot Dix singled in his first at bat down the right field line. Swing at the first pitch there. He chops out over to Jimmy Boyle. He's going to field it, fire over to first. It's close. He is safe. Bang, bang play over at first. I thought from the naked eye he was safe. Good hustle over there by Elliot Dix. And the second single of the day for Elliot. Stephen Wells, the batter, 2 for 16 in the series, but does have a 3-run homer to his name and always a threat to leave the yard at any time. Here at Devon Prep, you have to hit it onto the roof of the building. You might be able to partially see the building here. Changeup misses a bit away. One 1-0 pitch to Wells. That one's way upstairs. Stephen Wells spent a couple seasons with Chester before coming over to Wayne prior to the 2021 season. Won league MVP that season. Got his first and second championships in 22 and 23 with Wayne. And he hits that one a mile in the air. Looks like Sam Sturman will make the catch. Running into the mound for out number 1. Danny Braslow, the batter here. He's struggled a bit in this series, just 1 for 12, but he did reach on a walk in his first at bat. Was one of the most consistent hitters the entire regular season. Takes an off-speed pitch that hangs just a bit upstairs.
Come on, Dan, your pitch, buddy. Your pitch, not his.
That off-speed pitch is going to be in there for a strike. It looked like Elliot Dix for a second took off, but he put the brakes on early. Braslow, good swing on that one, fouls it back. Matt Cain waits on deck. One-two pitch, that one's going to miss a bit away. Good idea and good spot from Calagonis, but Braslow able to hold off. Not sure who would be first up in relief for either side. I would imagine Brian Henry for Wayne, but as mentioned, Luke Zimmerman is here. Could be matchup based. Pitch, Braslow hits that one through the legs of Zikowicz. Jimmy Boyle steps on second, fires over to first, and that ball gets away, so it will be a fielder's choice, and Boyle gets the out at second. Good effort there from Boyle, ranging to his right, stepping on second, firing over, but not quite in time. Nice crowd on deck here at Devon Prep. Great place to watch a game. Got the stadium seats behind the plate. Got the hill that you can watch down the first base line. Matt Cain, the batter here, put a good swing on a ball, but flew out to right field his first time up. Elliot Dix now off the base pass. Danny Braslow on at first. Off-speed pitch to Cain in there for a strike. Braslow's going to originally start to take off, but holds back and pitches upstairs. And probably for a good thing, that would have been a perfect pitch for Zikowicz to throw down. Here in the bottom of the third inning, Calagonis up to 54 pitches. Austin Havertine has thrown 53. That one's going to catch the lower outside part of the plate, and Calagonis 1 strike away here. from getting out of this inning. Pitch to Kane, not biting on that high fastball. Two and two to Kane. He grounds that one over to right field. Jimmy Boyle dives. It gets off his glove. Danny Braslow will take a big turnaround second. He will stay. Good effort by Jimmy Boyle to knock that one down. Thought off the ricochet, Braslow might get aggressive. Travis McDonough is going to go from first base coach to courtesy runner. As he takes off his hat and gives his phone to Matt Kane and gets over on first base. Well, Tommy Bradley didn't get to see what his swings looked like as he was hit by a pitch in the first pitch in his second inning, but I mentioned he has not had an at-bat before today since June 20th. Pitcher in college over at Rowan, JUCO, and Gloucester. He just told me today where he's heading to play D2 baseball in Florida. I believe he said Barry. Somewhere in Florida. He's playing D2 next year, but just as a pitcher. First pitch. Bradley smokes that one into the gap. That'll be down for a base hit. Braslow rounding third. The throw will go into third, and Tommy Bradley delivers. It's 2-1. Bradley's seen two pitches today. He's reached base twice. You know, sometimes in baseball, when you don't have any pressure on you, you can do great things. Bradley went into this game with zero expectations, considering his lack of plate appearances this year, and you can play very free that way. If he goes 0 for 4, he said, well, what do you expect? Christian Barnes, the batter, he singled his first time up. Takes that one low and away. Barnes struggled a bit during the regular season, but people forget about that very quickly with a good playoff run. Travis McDonough now over at second. Pitch to Barnes. That one's going to be chopped foul down the third base line. Travis McDonough also potentially a relief option if needed, but would guess that either Luke Zimmerman or Brian Henry would get the nod first. Zimmerman did throw a good amount of pitches, but that was back on Monday, so he's had enough rest and no longer in college. Pitch to Barnes. That one's low and in. It'll be Barnes and Blake Havertine, who, similar to Bradley, not had too much in terms of action in the box this year, but singled his first time up, which at the time tied the game. Pitch to Barnes. That one's up and away, and pitch count definitely starting to creep up for Calagonas after the last two batters. It was around the same as Havertine's until Bradley and Barnes stepped to the plate. Wayne would love to be able to turn the lineup over. Christian Barnes can reach base here. He's had 3-1 in the pitch. That one's perfectly painted from Calagonas. Perfect 3-1 pitch. Nothing Barnes is going to do with that one. 3-2 pitch coming. Runners will be in motion. Pitch, ball 4. Great take by Christian Barnes, and the bases will be loaded here for Blake Havertine. On Blake's first at bat, lined a base hit up the middle. Has a great opportunity. Bases loaded, 2 outs to help his brother Austin. Pitch to Blake. That one's going to be up and away. Blake did hit this season for Radnor. We'll be heading to Franklin and Marshall as a pitcher, but could leave a couple signature moments with the bat here. Blake takes that one at the knees for a called strike, and identical twin Austin will be heading to Lehigh. First time they haven't been on the same team probably their whole lives. 1-1 pitch coming to Blake. That's going to be an off-speed pitch. catches the upper outside part of the plate, and the crowd behind me doesn't agree. Well, Havertyn's going to have to protect here. Now down in the count 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Looked to be a pretty similar pitch, but this one not getting the call. One way or another, it's 2-2. Two-two pitch from Aiden Calagonis to Blake Havertyn. He punches that one foul down the right field line. Good swing there. Still 2-2 here. Top of the order due up next with Cole Lombardo. Blake Havertyn is able to find a way on base. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch to Havertyn. He hits that one down the right field line. That one is going to drop. That's going to be a fair ball. 1 run will score. Tommy Bradley will score. Blake Havertyn has driven in 3 runs today. And Wayne now leads it 4-1. Well, Blake Havertyn and Tommy Bradley have had a combined 0 at-bats in the playoffs so far. They have driven in all 4 runs here for Wayne. We'll get a quick mound visit from Nick DeCombe, and we'll come back in a sec. Back here after a quick mound visit. What a story here. Both Blake Havertyn and Tommy Bradley were thrown into the lineup today due to the missing players for Wayne. Blake is 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs and 2 singles. Tommy Bradley hit by pitch and an RBI single. And back to the top of the order here for Cole Lombardo. Pitch to Cole, off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Now 4-1 Wayne with Christian Barnes still on third base and Blake Havertyn on first. Lombardo puts a good swing on that one in the gap to left center field, going back, and it's going to be a diving catch in center field by Ryan Cassidy. Oh, my goodness. Full-on extension, and that might have saved the game here for Ridley. If Ridley's able to come back and win this game, we'll think back to that catch there. What an unbelievable play to get Ridley out of the inning. Great swing by Lombardo. Well, the damage still done for Wayne. They put a couple more on the board this inning to lead it 4-1. We'll head to the top of the 4th here at Devon Prep with Wayne now leading 4-1. Well, Blake Havertyn has helped out his twin brother Austin with 3 RBIs today. Now Austin will head out for his 4th inning of work. A Lucienberger RBI double in the first was the lone run for Ridley. Austin has 4 strikeouts so far. He's thrown 53 pitches through 3 innings. Aiden Calagonis now up to 72. Can't quite see from here who would be next up to pitch for Ridley. We have a better look at any bullpen plans for Wayne. But Luke Zimmerman does have his uniform on, so would have to think potentially he's next up. But either way, Lucian Berger, who's now 6 for 11 in the series with 2 walks, steps to the plate looking to get things going. First pitch to Berger up and away, and Berger's kind of been the guy that stepped up in big moments and to stop the bleeding at times for Ridley, and it would be huge for him to have a big swing here, and takes that one a bit low. Definitely here's some sign of bullpen movement here. I see Ryan McWilliams here, but he's currently in shorts, so would not expect him at the very least to be the first one in relief. Hearing some rumblings of Aiden O'Brien from people in the crowd. That one's catches the outside corner for a strike. Two and one to Berger. He fouls that one. Might break a window out there. There's houses right there. To pitch a called strike 3 to Lucian Berger for out number 1. Tom Carey steps in. 2 for 6 in the series so far. Often used as a pinch hitter, but gets a start at DH today. Swing at the first pitch, fouls that one back. Tom Carey, Ryan McGee, Owen Click do up here for the Black Sox. Havertine blows that one by Carey to get ahead 0-2. 0-2 pitch coming here to Carey. Tries to go upstairs, and Carey fouls that one back. Once again, 0-2 pitch coming here to Carey. Carey been on this team a long time and was a big part of the team moving from Marple to Ridley. I've also been chopped over the Wayne dugout. Once Marple Newtown got the turf, a little bit less accessible for everybody to use, so Carey, being the head coach at Ridley, saw an open field and moved this team over there. And when Nick Tacombe was battling his illness last summer, Carey was running the show. Once again, 0-2 here to Tom Carey. Hangs out one a little bit. That's going to be up the middle. Cole Lombardo ranging, fires over to first. Oh, what a play by Cole Lombardo. Little spinorama behind second base, firing over to first. He makes that thing look easy. Some great defense being played here by both sides. Ryan Cassidy diving catch in center field to end last inning. Cole Lombardo just robbed Tom Carey of a base hit. Thought for sure that at the very least, if Lombardo wasn't going to get there, that he wasn't going to be able to fire an accurate throw. Ryan McGee steps to the plate, and off-speed hangs just a bit up. McGee 2 for 10 in the series. That was going to be a bit low. No sign of any activity for the Wayne side, so Havertine looks like he'll be staying in this game for a little bit here. And Ryan McGee swings at an off-speed pitch on 2-0. Pitch to McGee is going to be fouled over to the Ridley dugout. Two pitch coming here to Ryan McGee with Owen Click waiting on deck. Pitch to McGee. Havertine tries to catch that inside corner, just misses. Not going to get beat there. Full count pitch to McGee and puts a good charge into that one. Looks like it might hit off the end of the bat. Blake Havertine will make the catch out in right field. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Austin Havertine. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth here at Devon Prep with Wayne leading this one 4-1. Back here for the bottom of the fourth inning, it'll be Ben Milligan, Elliot Dix, and Stephen Wells leading this thing off for Wayne. It's been the bottom of the order that's been on fire. Tommy Bradley, Christian Barnes, and Blake Havertine have reached base in all 6 of their plate appearances so far after barely playing in the first 4 games. And Milligan takes an off-speed pitch for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Aiden Calagona's still in there. Not to say that the meat of the order has struggled overall for Wayne in the series, but it's been nice to get some new faces in the lineup to kind of shake things up. Ben Milligan fouls one back, and Milligan has not been one of the struggles. Milligan now 7 for 13 in this series. The former Strathaven Panther and now over at Dickinson. Did not start game 1, but has started the last 4. Milligan hits that one hard again over to shortstop. Fielded cleanly by Jeremy Stranix. Over to McGee for out number 1. Some good barrels, really all series for Milligan, especially today. Elliot Dick steps in, 4 for 12 in the series. Was 2 for 10 in the series coming into today, but does have 2 hits already. Takes that first pitch upstairs. Not sure how long Calagonis will go here. Not at the moment hearing any signs of bullpen help. That one looked like it almost clipped Dix, but just missed. To a pitch, that one did get him. Dix reaches base for the 3rd time today. Not ideally the way he would envision getting on, but he'll take it. Be a great time for Stephen Wells to break out of this little skid he's in here. 2 for 16 in this series. Wells had another great regular season, one of the top, if not the top, home run hitter in the league. 2 for 16. He does have a 3-run homer in this series. That one will be up and away to get things going here. In the regular season, Wells hit a little under 300, but he does now have 5 home runs. Good pitch there from Calagonis to paint the corner. He's tied with Dix for the team lead with 20 RBIs. Calagonis smartly trying to stay away from Wells. Most of his power comes to right field and right center. Not that he can't hit oppo, but he's got such good bat speed that he's typically pulling the ball. He swings a 35-35 bat. Takes that off-speed pitch at the top of the zone. Played baseball for a long time at a lot of different levels, and I'm not sure I've seen anyone else swinging a 35-35 at my time. Most of the time you'll see 33-30 or 34-31, even 32-29. 35-35 is something else, and he hits that one a mile in the air to right field. Looks like that one's going to be playable for Owen Click for the second out of the inning. Waiting on the other side of the bracket, the Upper Darby Blue Sox, who after about 25 years of disappointment have won 3 championships since 2021 and are looking for their 4th. They've made the finals every single year dating back to 2021 as Danny Braslow steps in. That one's upstairs. Their first championship in 2021. They took down Aston Valley in 5 games. They took down Aston Valley again in 4 games in 2024, and then a great 5-game thriller with Wayne last year that saw in the first 4 games of the series just 6 total runs, and then an 8-6 game 5. Go figure, as Braslow just misses that one. Upper Darby won the first 2 games at home against Aston Valley. Aston Valley won game 3, and then Ben Mutt's 135 pitch complete game in game 5. Jake Verbitsky with a big home run to put Upper Darby ahead in the 6th inning in that game, and a 2-run single from Brendan Till iced it. So now Upper Darby would already claim, and rightfully so, that they have a dynasty in 21, 24, and 25, but with another championship in 2026, they can certainly add on to that. Braslow, a swing and a miss. Now down in the count 1-2. Upper Darby and Wayne have faced off in the finals in 22, 23, and 25. I'm sure there's some in previous history, but those are the most recent. Now when inside, Ridley searching for their first ever finals appearance, and they're going to need to get their offense going to do that. Two-two pitch to Braslow in the turf. Good job by Danny Zikowitz behind the plate to keep that one in front. And Elliot Dix will be on the move here with the full count. Full count in the turf, ball 4. Good at bat by Danny Braslow. Walks for the second time today. And as I mentioned earlier, a little slow start to the series, but has been able to find ways to get on base today. And Matt Cain will step to the plate when we return. Looks like we'll have a pitching change here. We'll get you some info on that when we come back. Aiden Johnson will be the reliever coming in the game here for Ridley. In Game 2, he threw 5 innings of relief with 2 earned runs and 2 strikeouts on the season overall. He's thrown 22 2/3 innings with a 4.32 ERA. He will look to try and get out of this inning here. Lefty-lefty matchup with Matt Cain coming up. Aiden Johnson, a Havertown native, but did play high school baseball at Salesianum and before heading to Widener. But Matt Cain will step to the plate here. He's 3 for 8. Excuse me, I should now say 4 for 9 with 4 walks in the series. First pitch to Cain. That one's going to be a bit upstairs. Matt Cain, another Strathaven graduate, played under Wayne manager Brian Feely over at Strathaven. Now plays his college baseball over at Rowan in New Jersey. Matt Cain's going to tattoo that one up the middle, but right at Ryan Cassidy for out number 3, and Aiden Johnson able to strand 2 base runners here in the bottom of the 4th. But Wayne now 9 outs away from another trip to the finals. We'll head to the top of the 5th here at Devon Prep with Wayne leading 4-1. Back here for the top of the 5th inning, it'll be 7-8-9. Owen Click, Sam Sturman, and Danny Zikowitz leading this off here for Ridley. Austin Havertine out for his 5th inning of work. His counterpart, Aiden Calagonis' day is done, and Aiden Johnson takes over for him. First pitch here to Owen Click. Looked like changeup, caught the outside part of the plate. Austin Havertine through 4 innings has thrown 69 pitches. That pitch to Click is hit well into left center field. Going back and ranging is Ben Milligan. That one is going to be over his head. Owen Click speeding around second base. The throw into third is cut off, not in time. It'll be a leadoff triple for Owen Click. My view was obstructed a bit. It looked like it was over the head of Milligan. I don't believe it was just dropped, but I think he was on the run. Either way, first runner reaches base here for the Black Sox, and they could really use at least 1 run here, and it'll be Sam Sturman, 3 for 13 in the series. One of many Haverford High School alums on this team. He'll be heading to Lackawanna, which at the time of his commitment was a JUCO, now a Division II program, joining the PSAC this year. First pitch to Sturman, up and in, competing with the likes of Westchester, Millersville, Bloomsburg, all those very good Division II programs. Pitch to Sturman. He's going to ground that one over to third. Elliott Dix fields it, checks third, fires over to first. And a huge first out here for Austin Havertine. Sam Sturman would love to have gotten that one back and knocked in the run, but either way, Danny Zikowitz will look to drive in that run. Looks like Tommy Bradley is going to be the first one getting loose here for Wayne. he was the designated hitter. So if he comes in, that just means that the DH spot will be lifted. Danny Zikowitz 0 for 2 with a walk in this series. Shane Durkin, the usual catcher for Haverford, is out for the rest of the summer on vacation to Ireland. Jealous of that. Inside corner for Say. Hey, nowhere I'd rather be than right here. I was going to say in Delaware County, but I believe we are actually here in Chester County for Devon Prep. But not too far. As a current Downingtown native, I'm not complaining. This is by far the closest to me. Pitch to Zikowitz in the turf. I shouldn't say Downingtown native. I'll say Downingtown resident. Can't disrespect the hometown of Wallingford like that. Tommy Bradley not quite thrown off the bullpen mound yet, but starting to throw with bullpen catcher Brody Scowen. Zikowitz fouls that one back, and Haverty now ahead 1-2. One-two pitch coming. That one hit him. Havertine with a 1-2 count hits Danny Zikowitz. It'll be first and third with one out here for the top of the Ridley order. Ryan Cassidy's had some good swings today. Singled in the first. He also had a line out to center. John T. and the courtesy runner comes in for Zikowitz for the second time. First pitch to Cassidy is going to be fouled back. Would not be surprised to see Tian take off at some point. Pitch to Cassidy. That one catches the inside corner. Cassidy doesn't love it, but I think no one had enough run to catch the inside corner. Oh, 2 pitch coming again to Cassidy. That ball is going to be hit into the right center field gap, and that one is going to be down for a base hit. One run will score easily. John Tian is rounding third. He will score. And it's a 2-run single for Ryan Cassidy. It's a 4-3 game. Ryan Cassidy hops on that 0-2 pitch. The lead has been cut down to 1 here as Ridley leads this one 4-3. Excuse me, Wayne leads this one 4-3. Runner on first is Ryan Cassidy, still with just 1 out in the inning. Tommy Bradley starting to heat up a little bit. Jimmy Boyle now the batter. He takes that first pitch in for a ball. Boyle 2 for 12 in the series. He grounded out to third and also struck out looking today. Will not be surprised to see Ryan Cassidy take off at some point and challenge Matt Cain. And he starts to break. He stays. The pitch is in there for a strike. Pitch to Boyle. A bit low and away, and we'll see how long Austin Havertine stays in this game. Get you an updated pitch count in a second here. That one catches the outside corner, and 2-2. The count now even. Havertine at 83 pitches. Jimmy Boyle spoils that one. Jeremy Stranix, Lucian Berger, Tom Carey due up next. Pitch to Boyle. He was able to take that one. The count now full. Wonder if we see Cassidy take off here and hope that Boyle either walks or puts one in play. Cassidy does take off. Ball 4. Jimmy Boyle works the walk, and it's first and second with one out. Brian Feely's going to take a walk out to Havertine. We'll see if that's it for him. That is going to be it for Austin Havertine here, and Tommy Bradley will head into the game. We'll tell you a little bit more about Tommy Bradley when we come back. Tommy Bradley, the new pitcher here for Wayne, he's started in the lineup as DH, has a single and a hit by pitch at the plate, but much more well known for what he can do on the mound in 15 and a third innings pitched this year. He has a 0.46 ERA, 21 strikeouts, just 8 walks. He pitched in relief in Game 4 to bring home the win just 2 days ago on Thursday. He threw 1 1/3 innings in that game, no hits, no runs, a couple walks, but 2 strikeouts, and was able to close out that game. And Wayne does have a couple more arms, so not sure how long they will each plan on going. Luke Zimmerman also here, Brian Henry also here. Blake Havertine, he started on Wednesday, so unlikely we'll see him pitch in this game, but theoretically could. Jeremy Stranix, the batter here. 4 for 15 with a walk in this series. Now have Ryan Cassidy on second base, Jimmy Boyle on first base. Still just 1 out in the inning. Just saw Gianni Serenelli enter the dugout for Ridley, so could perhaps see him in relief here after starting Game 1 last Sunday. First pitch here to Stranix, that one in the turf, but Matt Cain is able to keep that one in front. Be Stranix, Lucian Berger, Tom Carey, 3, 4, 5 due up here for Ridley, who would love to tie this game up here, perhaps take the lead. Stranix, good take on that one, now ahead 2-0. 2-0 from Bradley right down the chute in there for a strike, and Stranix looked like he was taken all the way. Might regret it after seeing where that pitch ended up. Two and 1 pitch to Jeremy Stranix, misses outside, and Stranix now found himself in a hitter's count. You know, Wayne does not want to see Lucian Berger up with the bases loaded and 1 out. Pitch to Strandix. Nice off-speed pitch. Danny Braslow is... Oh, that one hit Jimmy Boyle going to second base. That's going to be a dead ball. So Boyle will be out. Officially, I learned recently, go down as a single, and the runners will have to go back. I think Jimmy Boyle was trying to distract Danny Braslow over at second, but ended up hitting him. I did not realize the runners had to go back, so you learn something new every day, but officially does go down as a single. Well, Lucian Berger steps in, and he's been the best hitter in the lineup in this series for the Black Sox. He is 6 for 11 with 2 walks. Now 6 for 12 after a strikeout in the fourth. Had an RBI double back in the first. First pitch, Matt Cain has been working hard behind the plate. He keeps that one in front. One-0 pitch to Berger. That one misses down low. Tom Carey waiting on deck. And, of course, you don't want to load up the bases, but I think if you're Wayne, you feel much better about the at-bat with Berger. With Tom Carey as opposed to Berger. Berger swing all the way on 2-0, fouls that one down the right field line. Berger, Marple Newtown grad, now plays over at Lebanon Valley. Was a Division I player for a year at Fairfield, but some injuries carried over from his high school career. Shut him down there, and he found a new home and did very well. Now able to play the field again. I think he was mostly a DH at school this year. Two-one pitch and a big swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch from Tommy Bradley, who's one strike away from getting out of this inning with Wayne still leading. Big 2-2 to pitch coming here. Ryan Cassidy on second. Now Jeremy Strandix on first. Pitch to Berger and a called strike 3. A sinker catches the front part of the plate for strike 3. Lucian Berger does not like the call. But a called strike 3 to end the bottom or the top of the fifth. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth here at Devon with Wayne leading 4-3. Tommy Bradley, who's now on the mound, will stay in the game and hit for himself. First pitch is going to be upstairs. As mentioned, Bradley, along with Blake Havertine, have not had many plate appearances this season, but have shown up here in Game 5. Aiden Johnson back out for another inning. Finished off last inning. That pitch catches the bottom of the zone. Tommy Bradley in his first at-bat was hit by a pitch, and second bat, his RBI single, put Wayne ahead 2-1. Bottom three in the order, 4 for 4 with a walk and a hit by pitch for Wayne today, and that was a big cause for concern coming into the game as Bradley's going to ground that one over to third base. Sam Sturman fields it, fires over to first for out number 1. First time Bradley retired today. Luke Zimmerman's starting to toss a little bit over, and if you're Wayne, obviously winning this game is important, but you only get one day off before the finals start. Christian Barnes, the batter, he's got a single and a walk today. First pitch, curveball or slider that doesn't come back. 4-1. I see some throwing over on the Ridley side. I'd imagine it's probably Serenelli. That off-speed pitch again just hangs outside a little bit too long. And surprise hero of the game so far today, Blake Havertine, waits on deck. Good 2-0 swing by Christian Barnes, but he fouls that one back into the street. Havertine coming up next, and then back to the top of the order as Barnes hits a lazy fly ball into right center field, and Owen Click will make the catch. There was a little miscommunication between Click and Ryan Cassidy out there, but Click is able to make the catch. And Blake Havertine, who 2 for 2, 2 singles. First single tied the game at 1, and a 2-run single made it 4-1 Wayne earlier back in the third. Havertine takes an off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. Again, we've talked about going into this game playing with no pressure, no expectations on yourself. That's what Havertine's been able to do along with Tommy Bradley at the plate today. Havertine already has more hits today than he had in the entire regular season. Good eye there. And as mentioned, Havertine, not a stranger with the bat, just a stranger in this league with the bat. He hit for the last 2 years playing third base for Radnor. Two-one pitch. Great pitch by Aiden Johnson right at the knees. And Aiden Johnson 1 strike away from a big shutdown 1-2-3 inning, which will allow Ridley to get back to work and try and tie this thing up. Pitch to Havertine. That was going to be grounded over to shortstop. Jeremy Stranix fields it, tosses over to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Aiden Johnson. Buckle up, everybody. We'll head to the top of the 6th here at Devon Prep. Wayne leads this one 4-3, but Ridley has some momentum. They're going to look to tie this thing up. Tom Carey will lead things off here in the top of the 6th. Ridley needs a run over the next 2 innings to tie this thing up. It'll be Tom Carey, Ryan McGee, and Owen Click. First pitch, Tom Carey's going to hit that one, and that's going to be down for a base hit. First pitch swinging, Tom Carey reaches base, and Ridley has the leadoff runner on. We'll see if Carey is pinch run for here, perhaps. Looks like John Tien, this will be a pinch run, not a courtesy run here. So Tom Carey will be out of this game. So now Tien will be officially now in the game. He'd been mostly the courtesy runner, but if this spot were to come up in the order again, it will be Tien or a pinch hitter. Ryan McGee, the batter here. Owen Click, Sam Sturman, and Danny Zikowitz rounding out the lineup. Perhaps could see a bunt here. McGee is not going to square to bunt. That pitch is a bit low. We saw Gianni Serenelli here. Would have to think that whenever Aiden Johnson's done, it'll be his time. But for now, Aiden Johnson with the 1-2-3 inning. I'm not sure they're going to want to take him out. Big swing by Ryan McGee. McGee on the day 0 for 2. He's 2 for 11 overall in the series. Looked like a changeup in there. Ends up right down the middle. Looked like it was going to be right at McGee's front hip. And Bradley had that pitch working already earlier today. Now ahead 1-2 with John Tien. Good speed over at first. That one hit McGee in the foot. First and second, nobody out here for Ridley in the top of the 6th. Luke Zimmerman is now in the game in right field, taking over for Blake Havertine. I originally thought that maybe Zimmerman would be first in relief here for Wayne. Excuse me, second in relief after Bradley. We're going to get a quick mound visit here. We'll step aside, but things are getting interesting here at Devon Prep. Back here in the top of the 6th, Owen Click, the batter here. Tom Carey led off the inning with a single after being replaced to run by John Tien. Ryan McGee was just hit by a 1-2 pitch in the foot. Now Owen Click will step in. Looks like Stephen Wells playing in at first, anticipating a bunt here. Click is going to square. He's going to bunt. He's going to pop it foul off the netting. Owen Click, one of the many Haverford guys on this team. He'll be heading to Ursinus to play his college baseball. Stephen Wells starting to creep in. Once again, squares. He pulls it back, and pitch called up. Click was able to pull it back. The pitch was called upstairs. Squares the bunt again. Bunts it back to Tommy Bradley, who's going to field it, throw it to first, and get the out. Sacrifice is successful. Now second and third with one out here for Sam Sturman. Second and third, one out here for Sam Sturman. Infield still playing all the way in here. Danny Zikowitz, the 9-hitter, waits on deck, then back to the top of the order. No one currently warming up for Wayne. This will be Tommy Bradley's game. First pitch to Sturman. That one's going to be in there for a strike. Run on the outside part of the plate. Sam Sturman, just like Owen Click, one of the many Haverford High School recent graduates. He'll be heading to Lackawanna. 0 for 2 tonight. Groundouts to second and third. That one be way up and in. Ryan McGee leads off second. John Tian off third. Pitch to Sturman. Swing and a miss on that one that ended up a little bit outside. It'll be 1-2. Jackson Berger has a bat in his hand, potentially coming in to pinch hit, depending on the situation. Sturman calls time to reset. One-two pitch coming here. Tommy Bradley coming to Sam Sturman. The pitch, swing and a miss, an off-speed pitch. He got him for out number 2, and Tommy Bradley 1 out away from escaping this jam. We're going to have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Jackson Berger, younger brother of Lucian Berger. We'll be heading to Holy Family. 23 plate appearances this year. He hit .222. This will be his second plate appearance of the playoffs. He had one against Drexel Hill back on July 22nd. We're going to get a quick mound visit here from Tommy Bradley to Matt Kane to just talk about how to approach Jackson Berger. Jackson Berger, like his brother Lucian, Marple Newtown alum, was a starter as a sophomore on their district championship team. Big opportunity for him here. He's had some opportunities pinch running and in the field in this series, but this is his first plate appearance in this series. Open base on first, Ryan Cassidy due up next. First pitch here from Tommy Bradley. That one's going to be at the top of the zone for a strike. Tensions rising here at Devon Prep. Ridley looking for their first ever Delco League Finals appearance. Wayne on the road to their 20th championship. Pitch to Berger. That one's going to be low and away. The way Ryan Cassidy has been swinging today, not sure they want to see him with the bases loaded. John Tian on third, Ryan McGee on second. Pitch to Berger, big swing and a miss. Bradley just overpowers him here. We'll see if he goes back to that fastball. Berger was pretty late on that one. One-two pitch coming. 2 outs here, top of the 6th. Bradley kicks and delivers. That was popped foul out of play. Good job by Berger to stay alive. Berger, first-team All-Delco outfielder with Marple this season. Along with Black Sox teammate Ryan McGee, will be heading to Holy Family. Big pitch here from Bradley. Tries to gas him up upstairs, but Berger wanted no part of that one. Two-two pitch coming here to Jackson Berger. Here's the pitch. That was grounded foul over to first base. Jackson Berger fighting for his life here in the top of the 6th here in Game 5. Winner will head to the Delco League Finals to take on the 2-time defending champion Upper Darby Blue Sox. You can feel the tension In the air here at Devon Prep. 2-2 pitch coming. Tommy Bradley to Jackson Berger. Checked his swing and a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tommy Bradley to strand 2 runners on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th here at Devon Prep with Wayne looking to add some insurance runs on. They are 3 outs away from a trip to the finals when we come back. Back here for the bottom of the 6th, Brendan Ricciardi with you. Thank you so much for joining us. Cole Lombardo leads things off here from Wayne. On top of the order, Lombardo, Ben Milligan, and Elliott Dix. Lombardo takes that one a bit low to get things going here. Aiden Johnson back out for his second full inning. He finished off the 4th inning, so 3rd inning he's appeared in. Cole Lombardo takes that one for a strike. Cole's over 3 tonight. He's grounded out to second. He struck out swinging, and he has flown out to center. Lombardo takes that one way inside, and still not seeing any other movement over on the Wayne side of things, so it looks like that this is going to be Tommy Bradley's game, I guess. Wayne hoping to try and save some pitching, knowing that the finals would start on Monday. Lombardo hits that one in the air to right center field, but Ryan Cassidy, speedy as ever, is able to make the catch for out number 1. Ben Milligan, the batter, he is 2 for 3 tonight. Makes him now 7 for 14 in the series. Aussie pitch hangs a bit upstairs. That one low and into Milligan, who's now ahead 2-0. Elliott Dix, Stephen Wells, Danny Braslow due up here for Wayne, who would love to add at least 1 insurance run. Milligan, another barrel, but that one's going to be right at Ryan Cassidy for out number 2. Really good swings all day from Ben Milligan. Two quick outs for Aiden Johnson brings in Elliott Dix. He is 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch tonight. He's singled twice. Slider in there for a strike. Two great power bats here. Elliott Dix, Stephen Wells due up for Wayne. That one's going to miss just a bit away. Dix is going to take a big hack, but chop that one back. Dix is going to ground that one over to second base for Jimmy Boyle, who fields it and tosses over to first for the third out. Another 1-2-3 inning here for Aiden Johnson, and it's now or never time here for the Black Sox. They need at least 1 run to tie it, 2 runs to take the lead. They're down to their final 3 outs in the season. We'll head to the top of the 7th. We'll see if they can complete the comeback when we come back. Back here for the top of the 7th inning, Tommy Bradley once again back out looking to finish off this game. It'll be the top of the order here for the Black Sox. Ryan Cassidy, Jimmy Boyle, Jeremy Stranix looking to try and get something going here. Got some good speed with Ryan Cassidy, who has reached base twice. He's singled twice and also lined out to center. Another one of the many Haverford High School alums on this team, Ryan Cassidy. First pitch to Cassidy, a change up in there for a strike. That went off the end of the bat, fouled back for Cassidy, now down 0-2. Pitch, Cassidy slams that one into right field. That'll be down for a base hit. Ryan Cassidy, the speed of Ryan Cassidy on base here to get things going. The 3rd hit of the game. And we'll see if Ridley is going to potentially try and bunt him over here. Jimmy Boyle, the batter. 0 for 2, but did walk his last time up back in the 5th. Boyle very easily starting to square to bunt. Elliot Dix creeping in. He's going to pull back the bunt for ball 1. Jeremy Stranix, Lucian Berger, and the spot of John Tian. We'll see if John's hitting for himself or not. Boyle squaring to bunt once again. But he pulls back. Now it catches the outside corner. Brian Henry starting to get loose over on the Wayne side of things. Light throw over from Bradley. For anyone just tuning in, Delco League Semis Game 5. Winner will move on to the Delco League Finals to take on Upper Darby starting Monday at O'Hara. This would be Ridley's first ever Delco League Finals appearance should they make a comeback here. Pitch to Boyle. That's going to be in the turf. Now 2-1. See if Boyle still squares here. Swinging away, 2-1. Checks a swing. Yes, he did go. Now 2-2. Not sure if that was on the pitch or the swing. I believe umpire gestured that it was on the swing either way, or is on the pitch either way. 2-2. Tommy Bradley out here for his third inning. Pitch to Boyle. That one's in the turf. Boyle's going to get himself a pitch to hit here. Full count here. Ryan Cassidy on first. No outs, top of the 7th. Pitch to Boyle. Ball 4, he walked him. Great at bat from Jimmy Boyle. First and second. Nobody out here for the Black Sox. Brian Henry's starting to heat up a little bit, but it looks like, at least for the time being, Tommy Bradley's going to stay out there. With Lucian Berger up on deck, we'll see if the decision is for a bunt. Stephen Wells already starting to creep in a little bit here. Jeremy Stranik's the batter. 1 for 3 with a single. Not squaring to bunt. First pitch painting the outside corner for strike 1. Looks like Stranix is going to swing away here. 5 for 16 in the series. Stranix is going to ground that one over to shortstop for Colombardo. Flips it to second for 1. Over to first. Will not be nearly in time. Go down as a fielder's choice with Ryan Cassidy advancing over to third. Camera will be rebooted here in a second. Lucian Berger, the batter, now with 1 out, first and third. Perfect time for the camera to die, but we're always ready. Pitch to Berger, big swing and a miss. Lucian Berger, 1 for 3 tonight with a double and 2 strikeouts. Taking off is Strandix. Berger's going to take that one in for a strike. Berger's not thrilled about that one. It seemed like a pretty similar pitch to the one that got him in his last time up. Second and third here for Lucian Berger, is now down 0-2. Wayne infield playing up on the turf. Pitch to Berger, grounds that one over to Stephen Wells, who's going to look, be able to step on first base for out number 2. CJ Costales will bat in what was John Tien's spot here. CJ Costales in this series so far 0 for 8 will be a perfect time for him to deliver. Second and third, 2 outs. Probably the longest tenured member of this team. Open base on first. Ryan McGee waits next. First pitch, that one catches the top of the zone for a strike. Pitch to Costales. That one just up and in. Ryan Cassidy on third base. Jeremy Stranix on second. Tommy Bradley 1 out away from sending Wayne back to the finals. CJ Costales can put Ridley ahead with a base hit. The 1-1 pitch from Bradley. That one's a slider that misses away. Brian Henry still getting loose over there in the bullpen. Winner of this game advances to take on Upper Darby. 2-1 here to Costalis. Pitch here, that one's hit a mile in the air. Stephen Wells calls everybody off. Will make the catch, and Wayne is heading back to the Delco League Finals. Tommy Bradley strands 2 runners on base to get the job done. Wayne did not have their full staff here today, but they were able to get this one done. Blake Havertine out of the 9-hole after barely batting all year, went 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. Tommy Bradley also drove in a run on a base hit here. What a series, what a game. Wayne wins this one by a 4-3 final to advance to the Delco League Finals. An unbelievable series. Congratulations to Ridley for a great season, a bounce-back season. They seem to have found a new core that's going to be here for the foreseeable future. And for Wayne, looking for their 20th championship, they will head to Upper Darby. It's a rematch of the 22, 23, and 25 Delco League Finals. Upper Darby won last year in a Game 5 thriller. Well, thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in. We're going to do our best to be on the air Monday night at Cardinal O'Hara. The internet here has been giving us some issues, but we'll do our best to get out there. But Game 1 and 2 of that series will be at Cardinal O'Hara on Monday and Tuesday, weather permitting. Games 3 and 4 on Thursday and Friday, and a potential Game 5 on Sunday. But on behalf of myself, Brendan Ricciardi, on behalf of the Delco League